because you've got to be smart enough to realize that there's only about 20 companies that rule the Dow average. So it's not the whole world. And you know what we're going to see? We're going to see a lot of mom and pop operations start up again, which I think is wonderful. You remember as kids, maybe some of you will, that you went down to the local grocery store that was owned by Mr. Brinks or whoever, or you went to the seamstress across the street that made dresses. We're going to see more and more of that going on. We're going to get away from the big, huge, giant conglomerates. We're going to have some of them because, after all, that's big money. But we're going to see more and more people starting their own business, whether it's on internet or where. But people are now, I guess during the day when I do 20 readings a day, I see more and more people that are starting their own businesses where they never, ever did that before. And isn't it nice to know that something will be handmade rather than just, everything made in China, and that's nothing against the Chinese, but everything made somewhere else, rather than saying it was USA made. Yeah, because we have all the equipment to make sweaters, skirts, clothes, designs, even technology. We don't have to depend on every other country for all the technology that we have. So I think if we become self-reliant, I think we're going to feel better and more secure. And not only that, but think of it this way. You give people more jobs if you become self-reliant. Look, I have 3 corporations, and I employ a lot of people. I don't depend on anybody's money except what I make. And that's a great security, except for also what my son makes, Chris. We keep 3 organizations going. So we don't have to depend on what the NASDAQ does or the Dow does. And I think some of you people that are holding on to your houses, I think you're going to get a break of 3 or 4 months that you could possibly come up. But see, we were flying so high that something really had to be done. We were just going over the top. We had to level off. And we all knew, sitting down here, that we were in a recession, but they wouldn't tell us that. But trust me when I tell you this, we're not going to go into a depression. No, we're not. No. But we're not going to also be duped into these stupid loans. Get in here for nothing down, and then it became a balloon payment. And then, what hit the fan? And then everybody was saying, oh, my God, my mortgage has tripled. So we're not going to do that anymore. You're going to get a fixed rate. But anybody who has money, I've said, please go out and buy now. That's how these big moguls have made money. They have gone out and bought up all the property. But the problem is, I don't, you don't, we don't have the money to go out and buy all this property. But if you do, then do it, because it will come back. The one good thing about property, it's not like stocks, because stocks anymore, you might as well go to Vegas and roll the dice. Because one day it's up 300 points, 600 points, the next time it's 300 down. It's like the NASDAQ. That only also reflects about 20 big companies. It's not the whole world. So when you look at the stock market, please remember what I'm telling you. It doesn't reflect the world. No. Okay.